Every town should have a Punisher. The people that have intelligence, that have open minds, they will still have an open mind.
Fucking life. Not a black person without a life.
To me, I feel like it's a little bit of a slap in the face to this country.
GHI.
Do you know what that is? That's fat.
That's sexy right here. Look at this.
And Polish people all look the same. Heineken, fuck that shit. Ballantine Triple X Ale. Put some pop in your stomach.
Hey there, girl, I'm the boy next door. The one with the six-pack rolling on the floor. Ain't got no rent, put on a few years. And I see you ain't reeling in your tears. Take it back, let's see where it goes. Stay out of the light, see where it flows. But don't let your love go out on me.
Representative Jeff Van Drew from South Jersey, representing New Jersey's 2nd Congressional District, wins the Ballantine Award for taking a stand and voting no against the impeachment resolution earlier this month. His district is more evenly distributed in terms of Republican and Democrat voters than the heavy blue representation in most of the other districts of the Garden State. NBC reported because of this, it wasn't a huge surprise. I agree, and we applaud Representative Drew for balking at partisanship, choosing to represent all his constituents, saying that these actions are dividing the country while putting off bipartisan legislation that will benefit millions of Americans. Legislation such as the USMCA trade agreement, an agreement built by the Trump administration that has support from both sides. However, if enacted prior to 2020, the bill will give him a huge warranted boost. Despite politics and the risk of giving the president a win, Van Drew seems to care more about his constituency and their best interest. For that, sir, though our politics disagree, you deserve the Ballantine Award.
This one wants to fuck me. I want to fuck this one.
We all want to fuck.
How did Jack Tripper manage?
He's like Big Gay.
Genius.
China, and that is a nation that truly has no clue. They don't know what they're doing.
Fucking nightmare.
They don't want to fuck with that because you don't want to fuck with China. That's
because none of them are able to fucking take them on alone.
They've become Hong Kong, in my opinion, has become what Poland was in during World War II, a political pawn.
It is, and the whole goal here is to not have to go through a World War III to make it better, because we know how World War II ended up for Poland. They did the fucking right thing and then had to go through another fucking.
Well, here's something that I was thinking of more of a correlation. Here's how how Hong Kong I see correlating to World War II and how it relates to Poland, right? The Warsaw Uprising, 1944, right? The Jewish people, the population, and the Polish resistance, they got word that they were going to get help from the Russians to push out the Germans, right? If they uprose themselves and started it themselves. The Russians were going to come in, they're coming, and they're going to come help them. Well, what happened was the Jews, the Polish resistance, they fought up, they rose up, basically tried to take Warsaw back, tried to take capital back, fought the Germans. They fought them off for days, hoping the Russians would come. But behind the scenes, Churchill, Roosevelt, and Stalin made a deal. Listen, we're going to back off. Stalin's going to back off because Stalin wants Poland, right, and to make it communist and take it for himself. The Russians are going to pretend they're going to go to Warsaw, but they'll never make it there. And what happened was the Germans destroyed them anyways, based off a fucking promise. And the same thing's here. You know, Hong Kong is uprising. They want their independence. They want it the way it was. And
Britain's not going to do fucking.
Britain is not going to do anything. We're not going to do anything because we're probably made some backroom deal with China already, and they're just going to let China do whatever the fuck they want, and they're on their own.
And if you look at it as the practicality of world politics, it's probably the right thing. But Is that the desire of the American people? No. We want to stand with them. But this is a foreign relations nightmare. That's why, as citizens, we need to start boycotting the NBA, Nike, Apple, any unnecessary products. We got to make China hurt somehow.
So why does the NBA have anything to do with China? Why is
Well, because China is a huge consumer of the NBA. They have games there because of the amount of people there, and it's like basketball is China's favorite distraction.
China!
Having a major entity like the NBA totally sell out these people. And I understand the bottom line, but it's like, okay, you want that money from China? Go fucking play there.
I beat China all the time. Bing, bing, bong, bong, bing, bing, bing.
Machine